Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brenda. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all doing well. So I wanted to show you the outcome of the splatter papers that we did the other day. I thought they came out very, very pretty, and just wanted to show you the progress and the outcome. So here's the first one. Isn't that pretty? This one, that's got some of the mica spray on it, which I love. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I love the sparkle. This one too has some of the mica spray. Cranberry, I think it was. Love it, love it. Here's another one that we did. And this is the last one of these that we did. I've got some background papers still that I haven't done. I was waiting for some distress oxide sprays to come in that I assumed were fall colors, but they didn't turn out too fallish to me. I got the tea dye, the antique linen, and the walnut stain, which I already had. They came in a set of 3. That's why I got these 3. But not as polished as I would hope it would have been. The colors look a little different on Amazon than when you receive them. So anyway, I needed them, so glad I got them. So here are the printed forms of our splatter papers. So that one there, this one, I think this one's one of my favorites. I love that. And this one. And if I can get a hold of it, this one. So I'm very pleased with how these turned out. Very pleased. So I'm going to set these aside. I hope you guys gave it a try, because it was really, really worth getting all painted up for. Okay, for today's project, you can't get any simpler than this, I don't think. So what I have here is the book of Tim Holtz stamps, which I absolutely love. So glad I got these. Those are the stamps. And then I have some Tim Holtz, let's see, what does he call these? They're double-sided backdrops. That's what it is. I couldn't remember what he called them, but now that I saw that it was on here, it's backdrops. So I've got some of these, which I absolutely love. And these both came off of Amazon. So we'll be using some backdrops. You don't have to have the backdrops. You can have any kind of cardstock for today. And the stamps, you don't need Tim Holtz stamps. You can use any stamps. And then I just have some music paper that, just some vintage music paper. Any music paper will do. And you cannot get any easier than this little thing that we're doing today. I am using my square punches. I have a 3-inch punch here. And I have a 2.5-inch punch. You don't need to have these punches. And I've got my little tiny attacher, Tim Holtz tiny attacher. and some Fabri-Tac glue. So what I was doing, and I'm pretty sure I saw this on Pinterest. Very simple, very easy process. So I took my 3-inch punch, and where this is double-sided, you can use either side. Sit this right down. For the music, I've been using my 2.5-inch punch.
Are you doing
And I am doing a video, honey.
I've got a drawing to show. I mean, it's special because it's digital this time.
Oh, I don't know if we can show digital. Go ahead, let's do it real quick. Come here.
Hold on, it's booting.
Oh, you haven't got it up yet. Okay. So I did the 3-inch square is going to be the first one that we lay down. The musical little 2.5-inch square, I put that down in the different angle, like so. I grabbed some fabric, lace, I should say. I've grabbed some lace and put that right down on top. And then I use my little tiny attacher.
Got it. Got the picture.
Okay.
Well, if any of you are familiar with the TV show My Melody and Kurumi, Magic of the Heart, then you should know. You see, that's me texting one because this is a group chat. And there's Kurumi, there's My Melody, and we're all chatting by text.
Cool. Very cool.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for showing us.
Yeah.
Love your new hairdo. Bye.
Bye. I got a bob.
She had very, very long hair, and we decided to get a bob cut yesterday, and it came out so cute. But she had a lot of hair on the floor. But I'm very glad that she decided to cut it. Be much easier for her to take care of, and she looks adorable. Where was I? A lace. And then I took my tiny attacher and attached all 3 of these. Then took my stamp book and picked out, let's see, what do we want? How about green? Green looks nice. A stamp out of our stamp book, or you can use any kind of stamp, and we'll do that next. A little bit of Fabri-Tac glue on the stamp. They are sticky, but I'm using a little bit of glue. And then we are going to kind of put that in an opposite direction as the rest of them, like so. And then I take my little corner punch here and punch out those corners that I don't really care for, the picked corners, so I like to get rid of them. Just on the back, the very base of these little clusters. So you have quite a bit of tools that I'm using that you really don't need, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I take my little distress and distress around, like so. And this little cluster is what we end up with. And as you can see, I have been color coordinating with Tim Holtz stamps. So there you go. That is what you can do with all the tools. Okay? If you don't have any of your tools, set these aside. We can take, what did I do with the, you can take your base and just tear along in a square or a circle, whatever you prefer, like so. And I'm just going to just rough up this edge too, since it's roughed up everywhere else. Like so. Give that a little bit of distressing. You can choose either side. I like this side. Then you can take your music paper love this music paper. And just tear that. Let's tear down this little end too. Get rid of the little pickets. And that can go on like so. And then we can get a piece of lace. Let's see, what do we got in here? There's a little piece of lace that you may have lying around. Take a stapler. Staple that together, or you can glue it all down if you don't have a stapler. And to get some cutout stamps that you may have. I know I had more stamps. I have smaller stamps in this. I think I put them, I don't know where I put them, tell you the truth. But, here's one. That's the one we'll use. So your cutout stamps, any stamp, of course, we can use. These are from Roxy Creations. She has some beautiful cutout stamps. And let's see, where's my, I thought I had it out, but I guess I don't. To cut around my stamp with. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Some trimming scissors. Do a little bit of distressing. Fabri-Tac glue, and put that right down at a different angle. And we don't have to use our little corner punch because it was already rounded. And there you have one made with none of the tools. maybe a punch. I mean, maybe a stapler, but you don't have to. You could glue them all together. Let's get a little bit of tone down the white a little bit, and there you go. You have your stamp cluster, which is just as good looking as the tulle ones. Loving these. Let's make one more with the tulles. You also can use, which I just thought of, I have another punch that you can use. This one is, yeah, that's the smaller one. So let's use this punch. Is a scallop 2.5 inch punch. And let's see, I used up all my paper. Let's try some of this. Is some Tim Holtz paper too. That would be pretty. Punch out one of these. With my scallop punch. I have a smaller one. I don't know how it will look, but we can give it a try. This is a 2 inch, so it's a little bigger than probably I would want. But we'll try it. So I have a 2.5 inch and a 2 inch scallop punch. Paper is very fragile. Put that down in the middle, and then a piece of lace. Like so. And I'm wondering where I put my little stamps. Maybe I can find another little one in here. I know I have some that came out of this book that I was going to fix. We'll use this one. I'll just cut it down a little tinier, not much though. Okay. Oh, I didn't staple that, did I? Staple that, distress this. And use our Fabri-Tac. This is a bigger stamp than I would use, but just for show, I'm just going to tack this down like so. Oops. Just keep in mind, it would be a smaller stamp. Actually, I could have used Tim Holtz stamp. stamp too. So there you have a scalloped round cluster instead of all our squares. Let's see, let's do one with a Tim Holtz stamp. We got the 2.5-inch scallop. The 2-inch music. And we will distress this. Put that right down in the middle. Move those out of the way. Piece of lace. Whoops. And we will staple that right down. And we'll use one of Tim Holtz stamps this time. Ooh, how about a brown one? Those are pretty. Sticky too. And there you have it. How easy to make these clusters. I love them. Now I would use these to maybe close an envelope like so, or even decorate an envelope. I think those would look gorgeous on an envelope or to close one. Or I would just use like maybe decoration for a tag decoration in some spot there. So very, very simple to do and quick, very quick and simple. And I was thinking of something else, but I lost track of what I was thinking of. But yeah, these little clusters can be used for different elements of your journal. So that is what I wanted to show you for today. I hope you give this a try. It's very, very simple to throw together. I used the Tim Holtz paper and the Tim Holtz stamps and some music paper, and that was it. So guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week, and give this a try and let me know if you want to on the comments what you thought of it. And and I will see you next time, next video. And I am getting ready to come up with the gifts or the giveaways for the over 500 sales on my Etsy. Thank you all for your support, and I will get back to you with that information as I gather the gifts to give away. Probably be, I'm thinking about maybe 3 giveaways for this giveaway. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week, and thank you very much for everything, all your support and your wonderful, kind comments. Great week, safe, healthy, and blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.